A Pueblo County judge is taking issue tonight with the plea agreement offered to a repeat criminal, one involved in a Fountain police officer's death.
Investigative reporter Sean Rice is live outside Fountain Police headquarters with Sean. Renewed concerns over one of those repeat offenders, the potential being released back into the community.
Yeah, Heather and Josh, Devin Beaubien is now facing car theft charges and is being offered a plea deal by the 10th Judicial District Attorney's Office down in Pueblo. That means Beaubien will likely once again avoid prison time. This comes after our extensive investigations into Beaubien, which have revealed he previously said he could, quote, get over on a halfway house, even previously admitting that he, quote, didn't take parole seriously.
So I'm just not sure why a misdemeanor is appropriate in this case.
Calls that people in the car was Devin Beaubien.
As Devin Beaubien walked into a Pueblo courtroom Wednesday morning, the man who took Fountain police officers on a high-speed chase in a stolen car only faces one charge, a car theft warrant he had out for his arrest on the night of February 2nd. That's the same night that Fountain police officer Julian Becerra fell 40 feet to his death while chasing Beaubien and two other criminal accomplices.
They knew about Officer Becerra's death prior to even offering him this plea deal.
Sean Conti is a former prosecutor in Pueblo. He's talking about the deal that would drop Beaubien's car theft charge down to a misdemeanor, allowing Beaubien to avoid prison time. He says there's a real possibility that Beaubien is back in the Pueblo community in a little over a year if he doesn't face additional charges tied to Becerra's death.
It seems inappropriate, and I know from hearing from other members of the community that they're angry about it. This guy is a threat to our community.
The 4th Judicial District Attorney's Office in El Paso County says the case remains an active investigation, despite 4 months having passed since the officer's death. But as Conti explains, the DA's office doesn't want to rush filing charges.
There's nothing worse than, filing a case when you don't yet have the evidence and finding out that, man, I wish I would have waited to get the full story, to get the evidence.
Nonetheless, Conti says neighborhood safety may be at risk if Beaubien, a 4-time convicted felon, is able to walk solely on misdemeanor charges.
The community hopes that he's not. He is, I told you before, several people have contacted me and they're angry and they're fearful and they go, how does this happen? How does this continue to happen?
That aforementioned plea deal has not yet been approved by Judge Markinson in Pueblo. That decision is expected next week. As for Officer Becerra's death goes, the district attorney's office has given us no timetable on when or even if additional charges are on the horizon. Reporting live in Fountain, Sean Rice, 13 Investigates.
All right, thanks for being out there, Sean. Thanks for the